Welcome back, beer tubers. Ryan here with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me. Gonna be looking at another Duck-Rabbit beer. This is the last one that Tommy sent me. Grizzly Beer Reviews on YouTube, and this is their Baltic Porter. It's a big 9% Baltic Porter, which is a style I have not reviewed a lot of on my channel, but the couple that I can think of off the top of my head have been really good. So hopefully this one will at least come close, if not matching those two beers. Okay, it pours out pretty dark, but not. It's very close to being pitch black. You see just a tiny bit of light through it. Didn't really get much of a head at all on there. The head it is on there is it's pretty dark brown actually. Mostly medium bubbles on there. Let's get the aroma on it. Yeah, you can tell it's a lager because not a lot of yeast esters coming off it. Mostly a lot of roast, some like bitter, burnt, almost smokiness coming from it. There's some sweeter kind of chocolate and more bitter dark chocolate to it. Some caramels coming through as well. Also big breadiness in there. So smells pretty good, 9%. Smell maybe just a touch alcohol in there, but man, that head dissipated very, very quickly. So let's give it a try. Cheers. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, already I like this one better than the milk stout. Wow, the drink's really smooth. It certainly lacks maybe the body of a beer that might be this big if it was made with ale yeast, but there's some nice creaminess to this one. So despite not having much of a head, there's actually a good amount of carbonation in this beer. So you kind of get that attacking your palate up front. So it takes a little while for some of the flavors to get going. But once they do, you get a lot of dark fruits. Sort of in between that sort of cherry, dark berry note, a little bit of a raisin and plum comes into the mix as well. And you get hit with a lot of that. What's interesting is that fruit character, though, it kind of goes almost the entire palate, which I've never had before. It doesn't do like any kind of weird transition where it goes from one kind of flavor to another. It's kind of like predominantly you get this dark fruit character, and then popping up you get some caramel kind of midway through. You get finishes with some roastiness, some bitter chocolate, and you get some of those flavors kind of popping up, but there's still that kind of overriding fruit character on there. So is pretty different from some of the Baltic Porters I've tried. So that initial sweetness from all that gets balanced out real nicely in the back end. Not really detecting any hops, but there's definitely some bitter kind of espresso, roasty coffee kind of character on the back end. Not a ton of it, but there's enough bitterness, maybe just from some bittering hops in there to kind of really balance things out. And there's a little bit of lingering character, but for the most part it finishes fairly dry and clean on the palate. So this is a really nice Baltic Porter. Not my favorite. I do like Surly Smoke better, and I forget the one that Peter sent me, but that Danish one was really nice too, thanks to the smoked malt in this. This you get a touch of smokiness in the back end, but nothing like the one that Peter sent me from Denmark. So I'm going to go A- on this one. Really enjoying it. Certainly one of the better Baltic Porters I've had. Thanks for Tommy for sending it. Check out his channel, Grizzly Beer Reviews. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.